everybody, Pam with Normalized Cloth here, bringing you a simple, quick review along with another giveaway. Jelena sent me her newest Regal all-in-one diaper to review, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought it was actually quite interesting for an all-in-one. The thing is she has this diaper listed for 8 to 35 pounds. This diaper actually snaps pretty small. It has a 3x4 snap, so it actually has 4 snap settings, and you'll see I had it snapped on the second setting. Holtwood is 28 pounds, I believe, last I checked, and he's huge. Like, he's wearing almost 2T. Like, he's sort of in between 18-month and 2T, and he is on the second to last rise setting, so he actually has quite a bit of room to grow in this diaper. And when it's snapped on him on that setting, it comes in pretty far. So even though it has this hip snap, which can be kind of a nuisance to those with bigger kids like I have, this hasn't been an issue because it's nowhere near the edge. It's actually quite roomy in the tabs, which I really, really like. So this diaper, it's listed as 8 to 35 pounds. I would say probably, possibly, depending on the build of your child, up to 40 pounds even. That's just based on my experience with diapers and brands and my kids being beasts. I could definitely get this on my 40-pound toddler, let's put it that way. It's got one sewn-in insert, one long snake insert. So one particularly fascinating thing about this diaper is this insert here is your total absorbency. This one long insert that you can fold numerous different ways to get the absorbency you need. And it is anchored in the diaper, sewn in the back, and the lining is actually athletic wicking jersey. There is no absorbency in the actual lining of the diaper itself. So you can fold this, like you can just fold it in half. You can fold it so it kind of zigzags in the middle and you have more absorbency in the middle for a little girl. Or you can fold it so that most of the layers are up front for a boy. So there's actually, you can get pretty creative with these snake inserts, and I really like them. This diaper overall kind of reminds me most of the Diaper Junction Heavy Wetter in that it is a just larger cut diaper in general. It has the one long snake insert, and the insert itself is also pretty wide. When I washed this, it did shrink some in overall length by like 1.5 inches, but the width stayed pretty much the same. And it's that width and the bulk of this insert, which I believe is 4 layers of bamboo cotton. I think it can be actually kind of bulky on a small baby. So let me snap this all the way down and show you what I mean. And this is why you could, I really do believe you could make this fit on a little baby. And I mean, 8 pounds is probably true. Most of my babies are newborns, they're 8 pounds. When this next one shows up, Lord willing, I'll be able to put this on her and see how it fits her. But snapped all the way down, I would have to fold this thing probably in thirds to get the length right. And it does have overlapping snaps on the tabs. All the way down, it's this big. Now this is huge. This is gonna be gaudy on a newborn. This is definitely going to come up pretty high on a newborn's belly. This is probably best to start at 1 month-ish. After the stump falls off, if you don't mind bulk, would be fine too. You can see that leg hole gets pretty darn small. I mean, pretty small. Same with the waist. The waist is incredibly tiny, so I'm actually really impressed with how much this is capable of shrinking. But it's just so wide. It's very, it's a lot like how Imagine has wider cut diapers in general in the crotch area, which can be a good and a bad thing. And on a little baby, it's really not bad. In fact, it can be good for their hips to have that extra support. But a lot of people don't want things that bulky on their baby. And this, again, would definitely come up really high on a newborn. It would definitely cover the stump, so you wouldn't want to put anything over that until their stump falls off. So definitely not a newborn diaper. But you would be surprised how early you could get this diaper to work, and I'll find out once my next one shows up, Lord willing. This print, by the way, is absolutely pretty. I'm surprised how much I like this. This is not something I would initially look at and be like, oh, I want that. Like, but it is actually, it's a really nice, pretty color, a nice, simple, geometric sort of line print. It's simple and it's pretty. Anyhow, continuing on, the tabs do have the 3 snaps, 2 waist snaps, and the 1 hip snap. They have the overlapping tabs. It does have the 3x4 rise setting, so this diaper gets pretty big and can shrink pretty small. When you open it up and you look inside, besides the big snake insert that's going to fall out at you, you notice it has a front tummy panel. I love these. Now, I don't know if with the athletic wicking jersey, if that's really that important. A lot of times wicking happens as a result of the absorbent lining kind of leaching out the top, but it's nice to have that just in case. I'm not quite sure if it would really truly entirely matter with athletic wicking jersey, but it is nice to have that panel there because that panel does help prevent wicking out the top. You'll notice too there's no front elastic on it. However, it is worth mentioning these elastics are incredibly springy. The back elastic is actually surprisingly thick. So this is still like the standard, probably 1/4 inch, I would say probably 1/4 inch elastic in the legs, like it's pretty typical. Usually people use, like, I know Nickies use 1/8 inch elastic, I believe. A lot of people use 1/4. The back looks more like a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch elastic, and it's really nice and tight. I get a really good fit there. You are not gonna get leaking out the back, I can assure you that. I think it was actually a really good choice because I actually appreciate the diapers with the thicker back elastic. They do a much better job hugging the baby, but they don't leave like angry lines. They seem to just hold better in their place. So again, 4 layers. I wanna say this was like 25, 28 inches. I don't remember. I'll have to, it's in my other video that I'm gonna compile with this one because I don't remember everything. I'm not a computer, but my computer is, and that's why I use one. So lining, athletic wicking jersey. I will say the athletic wicking jersey, I was surprised how much I liked it. I didn't think I was going to, but poop comes right off of it. It's excellent. This insert is pretty absorbent, and I do plan to run another test, and when I do, I'll probably throw that information into the description box when I do my secondary round of testing. But after 5 uses and 6 washes, this diaper held somewhere around 9.5 fluid ounces. I decided to go ahead and throw in the second absorbency test into this video so that I wouldn't have to do it later, and so that I could, you know, because it's been about 5 or 6 uses since the first absorbency test, so I know that at this point it's pretty much at its peak absorbency. So I did the same way I always do. I pour water over it, I do a dry weight, I do a wet weight, and then I also do it by volume. So this diaper is very heavy. It's fully saturated, but it will not drip. It will not bleed through the PUL. I tend to be on the more conservative side with absorbency because obviously people don't wait until it's sopping off their kid to change it, at least normally. So this is very heavy, very saturated, but not bleeding through the PUL. In fact, it's been sitting here wet for a while and it's still not coming through. I don't think it's going to. Now, when I did it by weight, I took the dry weight and I subtracted it from the wet weight, and I ended up with 11.8 ounces. But water is not ounce for ounce. That's in ounces, not fluid ounces. So what I did was I zeroed out my scale with my glass on it, and I weighed out 11.8 ounces of water, and I got exactly 1 1/3 cup of water left. 1 1/3 cup is 11 ounces. So I think it's safe to say that fully prepped, this diaper can very comfortably hold 10.5 to 11 ounces of urine. I would say that is definitely a conservative measurement because, like I said, I'm pretty sure that this diaper can absorb more. So it's actually a decent absorbency. I know a lot of the women who trialed this diaper and have been using it have had a lot of success overnights with it. Unfortunately, that's not been the case for me, but I have to mention too that a lot of the things I used overnight that worked overnight no longer work overnight, because my son has increased in wetness at night. So my son, it's almost like someone hit a flood switch on him and now he pees a ton at night. All in all, this all-in-one is actually one of my favorite daytime diapers. Boosted, I can use it at night. It's just not enough on its own at night. What I love most about this diaper is that it's bigger. A lot of one-size diapers tend to run on the smaller side, and it's nice to have a one-size diaper that I could potentially use as after my child outgrows the newborn diapers and use it until they potty train. This will work. But I'm excited to try this with my next baby, and I am definitely going to keep you guys updated, be it in the description box or in a pinned comment. My concern, if anybody has owned a Diaper Junction Heavy Wetter, you'll know that one of the key issues with that diaper is that having this long snaked in sewn in insert was the stress that washing it caused at the seam. Now, I've never had something sewn into athletic wicking jersey before, and it does have a little bit of stretch to it, and it seems to be more accommodating than cotton would be. And it also seems, because of the nature of the fabric, it would hold up better. Time will tell. And I'm actually pretty confident in this, so we'll see. Like I said, time will tell. And then, of course, my other favorite thing about it is the snake insert. It's my favorite thing about the Diaper Junction Heavy Wetter. It's all one piece. I am not a fan of snapping in inserts. I'm not. And especially during the time I was line drying exclusively, you have to unsnap everything. You can't just leave everything stuck together and throw it in a dryer. When you're line drying, you have to take things apart for them to thoroughly dry in an adequate amount of time. And I'm not a fan of snapping things in. That's why I'm not a huge fan of all-in-two systems, and that's why I'm not a fan of certain all-in-ones that use the snap-in inserts. I like things sewn in. That's why Thirsty's Natural all-in-ones are one of my favorites, because I can still line dry those and drape them in such a way that they dry really well and sometimes even faster than the pre-folds. But I don't have to sit there and dig through the baskets to match inserts and snap in inserts. You literally grab it, fold in half, throw it in a stack, and it's done. And I am a huge fan of that. I don't like when the absorbency is sewn into the body though, because too much absorbency in the body means against that POL, it's not going to line dry well either. So what's nice is that there is zero absorbency in the shell of this diaper. It is just the POL and athletic wicking jersey layer. All your absorbency is in this insert. If I wanted to line dry this, I could literally just clip it by the insert, because the only thing that would be, oh my gosh, it's so long. The only thing that would be pulling on the body of this diaper, hanging on a line, would be the weight of the shell itself, not the insert. You would not want to hang it this way. It'll definitely wear your leg elastics, but when you hang it this way, the only thing pulling on the elastics is going to be the weight of the shell, which is practically nothing, because there isn't even absorbency in the shell, because that's athletic wicking jersey. It's no more than if you hung a pocket diaper like that. That makes some people cringe though. It's really not going to hurt a thing. But I am a fan of the snaked inserts because of the way you can customize them. It's a decent all-in-one. I did buy more because I do like them. I like how big they are. I think they're going to be perfect for daytime for my toddlers who tend to wet more. All in all, really good diaper. And the price point is excellent too. If I'm remembering correctly, I hope I am, these are $15.99 each. So for $16 for an all-in-one, a natural fiber all-in-one, that's as roomy in size as this, that's not bad. That's pretty good. I think for those of us who have larger children, this is going to be your best friend as far as all-in-ones go. It's one of my favorite diapers to grab. It is one of the first I grab out of the bin because Holtwood is getting bigger and he needs more room, and his natural all-in-ones from Thirsties are starting to get on the last setting of the waist on the outermost rise, where this still has a lot of space to go. So I'm slowly starting to pack away the Thirsties natural all-in-ones, and I'm sort of side-eyeing these, like, might have to get some more of these. Now, if you're not a fan of wider crotch diapers, this might not be for you, but if you have bigger kids, know that this is not actually as bulky as it seems. It's actually it is pretty trim for what it is, especially for older babies. So listen, I am so convinced that a lot of you guys are gonna absolutely love this, that I am willing to give one away. So I'm going to throw a Rafflecopter link in the description box below. This giveaway runs through November 7th, and then Sunday, November 8th, I will draw a winner. The winner will have choice of their own Regal all-in-one in whatever colors and prints are available on Happy Beehinds website. The website link to is going to be in the description box below if you want to check it out and shop the diapers. I love these. If you have larger kids, I really encourage you to try one of these and see how you like it, because I absolutely love this. Definitely want to add some of these to my stash for when my kids outgrow the standard one size. The Rafflecopter's in the description box below. You have through November 7th to enter, and a winner is going to be drawn November 8th. Couple requirements for entering. You're going to need a valid email address. That is how the winner is contacted, so make sure it is a valid email, one that you check. You're also going to need to like the Happy Beehinds page. Any other requirements and optional entries are all going to be detailed with links in the Rafflecopter. Make sure you go enter. You can check out the Happy Beehinds link if you want to get more information on their Regal all-in-one. It is the Regal all-in-one. Thank you guys for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. What's your favorite part of this diaper? Comment below and tell me what you think you like most about this diaper. For me, it is definitely just the fact that it's larger and it's actually all one piece. Hate snapping in things. So thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Woo!